Welcome to HHN Squad's Horror Roundup podcast, where we discuss movies and all things horror outside the haunt community. We are coming to you live on July 24th at 7:34 p.m. 2016. Tonight our topics include the upcoming films Blair Witch, Kong, Skull Island, and TV shows. I would like to introduce our amazing panel tonight. We have Clarence from Nubnuts.
Hello.
We have Gage from Fearing HHN.
What's up, guys?
And we have Jose from Thrill Seeker Network.
What's up, y'all?
And I am Casey from the PMV Productions, as always, hosting for you. And today we're going to get into our first topic for our first ever Horror Roundup podcast. So we have a lot of topics to discuss tonight, so we're going to go ahead and get into it so we can, just try to get this done in a timely manner. So the first one we have tonight is The Walking Dead Season 7 trailer, and I'll let one of you guys go ahead and talk about that. Anybody?
Oh. Glenn, you go first.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, so, I don't know. It looks pretty good. I mean, they didn't reveal who died yet, so that's good. Never reveal that till it's actually out. But, shows that the tiger's actually coming, from the comics, the king, apparently. And then, I don't know, it looks pretty good. I don't know what to really say about it. I haven't caught up that much except for the last episode. Negan looks like he's about to raid that place because he's knocking with his bat. Okay, you just go, Jose, because you were the one that put that topic.
Alright, so I like the trailer and stuff. It's I'm excited for the season. I'm a big fan of the show. And then it looks like, I haven't read the comic books, but it looks like some of the stuff is from the comic books, the Kingdom, which is what we see at the end of the last season was what's his name, Morgan and Carol. And then they have the tiger and the king. I think his name is Ezekiel or something. That was cool. They had him in the trailer and stuff. And then it shows that Negan's going to be very much throughout the entire season and stuff. So we're going to be getting a lot of Negan and a lot of new elements from the comic books that we haven't seen in the show yet, which is pretty exciting since The Walking Dead has been kind of getting a little bit dull these last couple episodes. So it seems like they're going for a change of pace, and that looks pretty good in my opinion. And I like what I saw from the trailer overall.
The way they're advertising it is basically exactly how I thought they would. It's very low-key, considering they can't advertise too much because of the victims, and you can't show if anybody's alive or not, which is going to make it really hard for the marketing team. But they've been doing it pretty well, honestly. They advertised it, and that first trailer is basically exactly how I thought they would make it. It's just showing where we left off and Carol and Morgan. So that's probably how most of the trailers are going to be, considering that you can't show too much else unless they did it Fear the Walking Dead style and just put skeleton heads morphing into real people. So it was all right. I liked it.
I do want to bring up though the trailer, the first part of it. I like how it showed all the things in the past and whatnot before they're gonna die.
Yeah, it was alright. That was cool. Kind of reminded me of a fan trailer, to be honest, but
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the first time.
I think it looks good. I just watched it a little bit ago. Again, it looks good. It just I like the beginning, like you said. The beginning looks really cool. Just it's kind of bringing you up, it's kind of looks like it's the background's bringing you up the bat, but like you said, it's showing you all the past stuff, which is nice. It looks like they're changing the pace of it, which is cool. I don't really have much to say on it.
Wow.
So
that's good. Anybody else have any more comments on the Walking Dead trailer? No? All right. Okay, we're going to move into our next topic, which I really can't talk too much about, although I've seen the trailer. It's Ash versus Evil Dead Season 2 trailer. And I personally have not seen Ash versus Evil Dead, so I'll just get my comments out of the way. It looks cool. It kind of looks cheesy, but I guess that's the vibe they're going for when it's kind of just like an 80s horror flick turned TV show. So it's kind of like Scream in a way. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Someone else want to talk about it more?
This trailer actually looks pretty darn good. Like season one of Ash vs. Evil Dead, I was pretty impressed with it. It really went back to the tone of like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness when you have like Ash and stuff, and it's kind of like very comedic. And then you have the old school Deadites and stuff. So that was pretty well done by stars in Ash vs. Evil Dead. And then this trailer for the second season of this show just looks like it looks kind of like better than the first season in my opinion, which looks like it's going to be kind of hard for them to top, but it looks like they're doing it. It's like it picks up a little bit after where the first season left off and stuff. And then you have Ash cracking jokes again, like always, and stuff. And then it just goes completely nuts and stuff. And you have all these scenes with like gore and stuff, and it just looks really, really gory, and the gore effects look really well done. My gripe with like the first season of Ash vs. Evil Dead is that a lot of like the big special effects were done kind of like in a CGI way. And then this trailer, from what I saw, it looks more practical. So it looks like they're going back to the roots of doing it practical and stuff, and it's very, very gory. It has a lot of comedy, like the original Evil Dead films and stuff. And then they even gave you like a glance of like Ash's dad and stuff, which is pretty cool that they're going to be exploring his background somewhat more. So I'm overall very excited for Ash vs. Evil Dead. It was a series that really impressed me, and I can't wait to see where they take it from there.
Awesome. All right.
I'll
Anybody
go
else?
next.
Yeah. Okay, Gage.
Um, I mean, I think like with the trailer, with the way the trailer looked, it looks like it's a nice mixture of like the cheesy type of comedy, but also the great intensity and the gore that's involved with it. The just like Jose said, there's a lot of gore in it, but it also has that light type of comedic approach to it as well. The kind of you know raunchy type of funny jokes that Ash makes, and it's just it's a good mixture. I kind of like stuff like that to where it can be gory and it can be extremely horror based, but if there's comedy involved in it, like the one-liner jokes and stuff, that just kind of adds a light to the darkness in a way. So, I mean, I think it looks like it'll be a good season.
All right, Clarence, you have anything?
Um, I do like the practical effects. I have not watched Ash vs. the Evil Dead, but I did watch all the movies. So like how it's like all that comedy in there. It's kind of funny, and it just like Jose said, starts off to be all practical and gory, and that's what Evil Dead is. I'm excited to check it out, but I gotta watch the first season first, so I can't really say more about it.
All right. Awesome. And yeah, so that's all we have to say about that because you know only Gage and Jose have been watching it. I kind of want to catch up on it though. Seems cool. All right. The Exorcist Comic-Con trailer. I have a lot of thoughts on this. Would anybody like to go first? Nope. All right. Okay, so the Exorcist Comic-Con trailer, I got a lot of different vibes from it. I actually really did like this trailer. It was definitely really scary. It's something that could probably bring real horror and like frightening images back to TV because I watch a lot of horror TV shows and there are more just like cool rather than creepy or scary or something that makes you go home and not want to turn off the lights. This looks like something that would definitely keep you up at night, which is great. Like we haven't seen something like that in a while, so I'm excited to see where this could go. It has a lot of it's very true from what the trailer shows. It looks like it's very true to the original movie, which is really cool. So I'm excited. Anybody else?
Alright, so me on the other hand, like when they released the first trailer for it, it looked really, really bad, and I wasn't really excited for it at all. this trailer, it's still not great in my opinion, but it's better than the previous trailer. But most of the issues I had with the first trailer about the series, I still have with this trailer, which is that it looks pretty cheesy and like low budget, and it looks just it doesn't even feel like The Exorcist in my opinion. It feels like a generic exorcism movie and stuff, and then they have like it seems like you're gonna have a lot of those horror cliches that we're all used to and stuff. And it just looks very generic. It doesn't feel like The Exorcist in my opinion. And I feel like if they were gonna redo The Exorcist, I really would have liked them to redo it in a film rather than a television series, which is what they're doing with a lot of like old school horror properties today, was like Scream and like Evil Dead, like we said, and they're trying to do that with The Exorcist here. But I don't know how this is really gonna work out as a television series. I'm not really looking forward to it. Like I said, it looks pretty cheesy, pretty generic, kind of dumb in my opinion. I honestly kind of really disliked just overall hearing the theme song of The Exorcist playing in conjunction with the trailer. It just, I don't know, since I'm such a big fan of the movie and stuff, this just looks like garbage compared to it, in my opinion.
I would agree that it does not. I mean, although it does look like it is very true to the original, it does look like they're trying to milk out a a Exorcist thing and then just trying to connect it to the Exorcist somehow. It doesn't exactly look like it's going to have any correlation to the original, but it looks like it. I don't know, the imagery and the sounds and I don't know, just the general sets and everything look like it's very true to the original. So if there was any confusion there.
Yeah, I feel like they just kind of like they just like slapped the story together and stuff, and they just put the name The Exorcist to get more attention to it and stuff. Because honestly, like most people wouldn't watch this show if it was called something else, like The Exorcism or whatever.
Yeah.
But since it's called The Exorcist, it's drawing a lot more eyeballs and stuff. And so that's why I think it's been getting like so much attention and stuff, and that's what I think they went ahead and called it The Exorcist just to garner attention and views and stuff.
They're pulling a 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much and stuff.
All right. Clarence, Gage?
Um, I have to agree with Jose on this one. It does look fairly cheesy. I mean, it looks like it'll be good in a way. It looks like it'll have, a good scare element to it, to where it will scare a lot of people, to where, like you said, it'll make a lot of people, not want to turn the lights off in their house and stuff like that, kind of like or the original Exorcist movie did. I know that's one of the most terrifying movies that the film industry has ever made, and but it looks like them like trying to remake it. It just doesn't look like they're doing it very well, and it looks like it will probably do well for a good season, but after that it probably won't do as well.
All right. Clarence?
Um, I didn't. That's the only trailer I didn't watch from Comic Con.
Got you. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay. Oh, this one is something kind of a change of pace. The Rocky Horror Picture Show Comic-Con trailer, which is also coming to Fox, just like The Exorcist. As a fan of Rocky Horror, I think this is just another fun time at on TV. I don't know how much more you can expect just because I mean, it's a cheesy remake of something that was cheesy to start with. So, I mean, it looks all right.
Yeah, I agree with this one. I actually really, really like this trailer. It's like I'm a big fan of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's just really, like you said, a really fun, just cheesy time and stuff. And that's what I got from this trailer and stuff. It's like it looks like they're going in a kind of different approach and like showing the fans in the movie theater and stuff. And then like what I've heard is that they're using the original script from the movie and stuff. And then so yeah, it looks pretty much like the Rocky Horror Picture Show in a modern day reimagining and stuff. And it's pretty cool to see Tim Curry, who's playing he's the criminologist in this one, so it's pretty cool to see him again and stuff. And the actress who's playing Frankenfurter, Laverne Cox, she actually is a pretty good fit for the role. She actually like sounds like Tim Curry and stuff. So overall, it feels like it's gonna be a really fun remake to watch and stuff. So I'm actually pretty excited for this one.
Um, I like when I saw it, the theater thing was pretty interesting, and it doesn't look that bad to be honest. And I like the music that was going on in there. Um, my dad was a fan of that movie, so he thought it looked really good as well. Like that they're bringing that back. Hopefully they don't ruin it, but it doesn't look too bad.
I mean, it looks fun. It looks like it'll be a cool show to watch. Uh, I mean, there are some things to where it's kind of I'm kind of like but all in all, just in general, it looks like it'll be a fun cool show to watch.
It's going to be kind of hard to match the original, but then again, like, I mean, I've kind of accepted the fact that everything that fans know and love is going to be remade, so we better just accept it and go along with it. So I do think that this is going to be, just a fun time that you can see Halloween season. So yeah.
Well, yeah, like you said, everything's gonna be remade, and then like some fans, like honestly, they get pissed off that they're remaking stuff. But honestly, even if they remake stuff, you still have the original, so I really don't see how it hurts anybody. And then on the contrary with this one, it's like you're introducing this to a whole new fan base and stuff. And since like the Rocky Horror Picture Show is such a big cult classic, it's kind of cool to see more people that could be getting into Rocky Horror and stuff with this remake. And then maybe they can go back and rewatch the original and stuff and just make it popular again.
Yep. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't make this a live version, since they've been doing so many live musicals, even though it's not a musical that you would expect to be live like Grease or something like that. But it being such a cult classic, I would kind of expect them to do it in that live format, considering Fox has only done one. All right. So let's get shoot. Okay, trying to get back to my notes here. All right, our next topic is Kong Skull Island Comic-Con teaser trailer. I saw this too. I have some comments on it. Anyone else wanna go first?
Damn, dude, there's like a lot of good actors in this movie. Like as of what I saw, I mean, we got Tom Hiddleston, Samuel Jackson, John Goodman, J.K. Simmons, all those people. And I didn't know what to expect from that before I was gonna watch this trailer. I thought it may be bad or it may be good. And when I watched it, I was really surprised. Like the effects are pretty cool. King Kong is just huge. Like what they did to Godzilla. Like hopefully they don't do what they did with Godzilla and they barely show Godzilla though. Like he's like on the TV or something, which that won't happen because I just hope that it doesn't go to that direction of movie because we didn't really see much of him, but like it's a teaser trailer, so yeah.
I saw it and I thought just the one overall theme that I got from it is that they're trying to make Kong a horror film again, and not as much of an action flick, but it looks like it's going to be an action horror, and I like it. I haven't seen Kong yet, so I can't really make too many opinions on that, but he just looks huge, and it's very intimidating, so yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like the way they're going with this and stuff was like making it's kind of like a different take than all the other King Kong films. Like, the other ones you have the classic storyline where you have like the filmmaker and stuff go to Skull Island and stuff, and then like they bring them back to New York. But this one it's kind of different since what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a King Kong versus Godzilla film sometime down the line, which is why they're making him much bigger than in the previous films. He looks pretty darn cool and stuff, and like you said, the trailer looks kind of like they're trying to make it much more horror-ish and stuff rather than action and stuff, which is actually pretty cool. I really like the vibe I got from the trailer and stuff, and like Clarence said, all of the actors in here are really cool. You got Tom Hiddleston, J.K. Simmons, John Goodman, Brie Larson and stuff, so it's going to be pretty good. I'm actually pretty excited to see this one.
I actually really liked the trailer. I think it looks pretty freaking badass, and I think the whole the whole horror slash action that it's like combining the two. I think it still does include a lot of action, Even though, like you guys said, there's supposed to be, it looks like they're trying to do a horror approach to it, but I think the action is still there. Just there, there's a lot of gunfire. There's a lot of that stuff included. And I do feel like now that it's just taking place on Skull Island, it looks like I actually kind of like that more. I didn't really like the original. I wanted a movie after seeing the regular King Kong movie. I wanted one to where it just focused on the island, to where it was like the whole film just took place on the island. And now that this film is like that, I think it's gonna be pretty freaking cool to watch.
Yeah. All right. Right now, I'm trying to get some photos up for our next topic. If one of you guys could get, if you guys, Jose, if you know what I'm talking about, if you could get that up while we move on to our next topic. But yeah, we're just gonna share some photos in a little bit. So let's move on while we're waiting for that. Already talked about that.
Talk about Blair Witch in the meanwhile.
Oh, okay. So Blair Witch, that is something that happened, and I have a lot of things to say about it because I am a huge fan of Blair Witch. It's one of my favorite horror films of all time, or suspense films, whatever you would like to consider it. I like the found footage genre, and the trailer looked honestly terrifying. It looked like it followed every single horror cliche of all time. And it looks like it's probably not the best script in the world, but it looks terrifying. Clarence, Gage, Jose, anyone want to talk about it?
Okay, well,
I'm watching the trailer right now because I haven't seen it yet. So
All
give
right.
me a minute.
You do that, and then. Oh, by the way, before Jose goes on, I would like to just condone the marketing team because it's been a secret that this was ever happening, and no one ever, unlike 10 Cloverfield Lane, everyone knew there was going to be a Cloverfield sequel, but nobody even rumored that there would be a Blair Witch sequel happening, and it's crazy. It just jumped out of nowhere, and there was never any hints at it or anything in all the tweets from the director, the studio, and it was all just the woods. And changing the poster, I just condone the marketing team. Congrats. And yeah, Jose, go ahead.
yeah, for those of you guys who don't know yet, there was actually a movie that was going to be coming out later this fall called The Woods, and it was directed by Adam Wingard, which is the guy who did films like You're Next and The Guest and stuff, which I love, and is also being rumored to do Halloween. But yeah, like they kept advertising this movie called The Woods, and just recently in Comic-Con they revealed that the movie is actually not called The Woods, and it is actually called Blair Witch, which is Blair Witch 3, which is basically he's doing the kind of like a sequel to Blair Witch, like we saw in the trailer. It looks like the guy he's going back to look for his sister, and his sister looks like she's the girl from the original Blair Witch and stuff. So I'm actually really, really excited about this film. Like you said, Casey, like the marketing was pretty good that they kept this a secret this long, and nobody had an idea that this was actually going to be Blair Witch. And the original Blair Witch is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. I saw it when I was like very, very young and stuff, and it kind of stuck with me, and it got under my skin. So I have like high expectations for this film and stuff. Like I said, Adam Wingard's doing it, and he did such a great job with like The Guest and like You're Next and stuff. So I'm pretty excited to see what he has to do with The Witch. From what I've seen from the trailers, it looks like it's going to be very, very scary, and it's going to be a film that gets under your skin and stays with you for a really long time. So I'm excited to see what goes on with this movie.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we have a new someone else that has just joined the call. You are live right now, so I don't really know who you are. So you can introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Champ96DP from my YouTube channel, Champ96DP, or you can just call me Champ.
Awesome, and welcome to the call. We're excited to have you here. Right now, we've been talking about the trailer, the Comic-Con trailer for Blair Witch that has just come out. And if you have any comments about that, you can go ahead.
It looks freaking awesome.
Yeah. I agree with Jose. It really did get under my skin. I also saw it when I was really little, and the ending scene, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it just sticks with you, man. It's crazy, crazy scary. I guess Jose just joined in on a different account. Jose, is that you?
Give me a second.
Oh, okay, got you.
Okay. I just watched it, and it honestly looks really freaking good. I'm personally a extremely big fan of the found footage, style of films. I think the found footage style is really cool because it just gives you that feeling of like it actually happened, and it just I don't know why, I get drawn towards those type of films, and so the way that they made the Blair Witch like this is really cool. Um, I think it's actually going to be an extremely terrifying movie. Uh, it looks really good. It looks scary. Um, and I think what I actually might do is, since I'm pretty sure opening night of Halloween Horror Nights is September 16th this year, I actually might go see the Blair Witch before I go that day. So I'll probably see it on that day and then go to Halloween Horror Nights that night just to get that full scare effect.
Alright, I'm back.
All right, Jose is back. Awesome. Yeah, I agree with all your comments that it really does look good. All right. Okay, so Jose, you have any of those pictures up?
Is it the alien ones or the Hellraiser ones?
The Alien and Hellraiser ones.
Okay, give me just a sec.
All right, so let's move on to another topic. Saw 8 is officially happening, and it is scheduled to be released October 27th, 2017. So if you guys want to talk about that, personally, I haven't been following the Saw franchise. I know you guys can sue me, yell at me in the comments all you want, but I really haven't been following that franchise too much, so I can't really say too much. But I mean, it seems like a series that's probably going to go on for until everybody who was alive during the original is dead. So, anybody want to talk about Saw 8?
I like the Saw series. I didn't see the new trailer for Saw 8, but I'm gonna pull it up right now and look at it, and hopefully it's good. Because if not, I'm gonna be disappointed. So.
It's not. There's not. I don't think there's a trailer.
Oh, there's no trailer for it yet?
No, they just announced that Saw 8 was happening.
Okay, well then I'm gonna be excited for it because I like the Saw series. It's just the way I mean, yeah, it's a horror style film, but it's more of like a brutal type of. It's just more of like a brutal type of film series, and it's supposed to like really. Personally, for me, I think it's really supposed to like they make it to really hit you hard, like to like hit you deep, just because like we're all human, and to see the type of stuff that someone's putting all these people through, um, it's supposed to connect with us in a way to where we feel bad, or it's just weird for us to see. It kind of disgusts us in a little bit, and I hate to say it, it kind of sounds inhumane to say it, but I kind of dig that. I think it's really cool that they can portray that, and actually you actually feel like that. You feel disgust, like why is this person doing it to all these people? But it's just a really cool and brutal and gruesome film series to watch, and I personally really like it. So I hope that this one is good, because if they ruin it, I'm gonna be very upset. But you can never tell with today's society if they're gonna make it less brutal because it'll hurt people's feelings or not. So.
All right, got you. Yeah, it's something that I don't know if I could honestly sit through, because I do get really weak stomach when it comes to some stuff like that. But,
Yeah, I feel the same way. Usually I don't watch those kind of movies, especially Saw. I think it's, in my opinion, a little bit too gory, and some like the bear cage trap. I don't know. It's just like makes me all cringe. It's not my kind of type of horror movie, but yeah.
I totally have to agree with Gage on this one. Like the Saw movies, they have always been kind of cheesy and stupid in some ways, but they're really, really fun movies to sit through, in my opinion. It's like I personally just love turning my brain off and just sitting down with Saw and stuff and just watching random gore. I don't know, like Gage said, it sounds pretty fucked up, but it's just like the type of movie I like to turn my brain off to and just have a fun time with. And if Saw 8 is just more of that, just like dumb gore and stuff, I'm pretty much down for it. I'll pay to watch this in the theater and just like eat popcorn to this. This is like definitely the movies I like to watch when I'm bored and stuff, and like when I really don't want to overthink a movie. Saw is definitely just like something like turn your brain off to, which is really fun to watch in my opinion. So I'm excited for Saw 8.
All right, Clarence, Clarence or Clarence's friend, Champ.
Um,
I think. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they put something original in here, maybe some kind of like new storyline. Or I'm not the biggest Saw fan. I mean the first one is okay, but I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it, and I just see it like sort of maybe one of those cash and grabs things.
Got you. Yeah, it is definitely a cash and grab, but they know that they'll get the money. So
Yeah.
at Ghostbusters. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to Clarence.
um, so me watching all the movies are basically just a bunch of gore throughout each one, like a lot of gore, and I don't really know, like I like the second one, but then after that it just started getting a little bit too like there's too much of them, and yeah, basically turned into a cash and grab. I don't mind it though, because it's something you can just do while eating popcorn and just have fun with friends kind of movie.
Yep. Yep. I mean, I guess I could try to sit through a few of them. I probably would only be able to sit through the ones that James Wan and the other. What was the other guy's name? I don't know. The guy who
Lee Winnell.
Lee Winnell. Yeah. I mean, they're very creative producers and directors and actors, so I probably would be able to sit through that because I appreciate their content that they release.
I believe they're on board for this one as well. If I'm correct, I think Lee Winnell is taking part in writing the screenplay. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm pretty sure that they said that both of them are producing this new one. So that's pretty exciting.
We could check their IMDb right now and see. I'm gonna go ahead. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Okay. Saw Legacy, that's what it's called. Okay. Saw Legacy. And it looks like it already has a poster, too. Alright. Cool.
Yeah, so Lee Winnell is credited for writing the film.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
And it's produced by James Wan and Lee Winnell. They're on as executive producers.
There are four writers on this. This is and James Wan. Awesome. Okay, well, that makes me pretty happy. That's cool. All right. So we got these pictures up, and we're gonna talk about these really quickly. These are I'm gonna go ahead and screen share some of that right now. Oh, and that fell. Okay. I'm going to screen share right here. And so what you're about to look at is some pictures from, wow, there we go. You're about to look at some pictures from Alien Covenant. Actually, these ones are from Hellraiser first. This is, personally, I don't follow Hellraiser, so if you guys would like to help me with that or give some commentary on these pictures. But here's our first image. Anybody else want to talk about that? Because I really don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest.
All right, that's director Gary Tunnicliffe, I believe his name is. He's basically holding the Jigsaw's puzzle box thingy and stuff. So that's what you're seeing in that image.
Okay, and that's from Hellraiser, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have one called the Butcher from.
Yeah, those are the Cenobites, which are basically Hellraiser's minions, and it looks like in this movie he's gonna have one big giant dude called the Butcher.
Right. And
And
wow,
the Surgeon.
that
Looks
guy
pretty cool.
crazy. Yeah, that this looks messed up. This looks like pictures from like home haunts and stuff. I don't know. That's crazy. It looks creepy. I don't know. Looks messed up, but yeah, I like it. This is from Alien Covenant, and this is a movie I've been following personally. Personally, I love the Alien series. Actually, before we go on to Alien, anyone want to talk about Hellraiser Judgment, which is what it's called?
Alright, so Hellraiser Judgment is basically going to be a new film in the Hellraiser entry. This was originally a short film called Judgment, which the director Gary, I can't pronounce his last name, did and stuff. And then after showing like love for the Hellraiser series and stuff, they allowed him to do Hellraiser Judgment, which is going to be a new entry. Not much is known about it yet. I believe it's going to be released sometime next year. And I also believe that filming has wrapped for the film and stuff. But it looks like it's gonna be more of just Hellraiser and his minions and stuff taking over and just going around and like slaughtering whoever opens his cube and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see Hellraiser back to the big screen.
Uh, Personally, I honestly have no idea what Hellraiser is, so I guess I should get back in the grind of that. And then yeah, so anybody else want to talk about Hellraiser? No?
Just saying, in a fight against Freddy and Hellraiser, I think that Hellraiser would win. So
That's I would guess so. Well, yeah, I would say so. Yeah. So I mean that's all I have to say about that. Anybody else have anything to say about Hellraiser? No? All right. So I guess let's move on to Alien Covenant. This is something I'm really excited for. And we got a lot of cool set pictures from Alien Covenant. And this is the sequel to Prometheus, but also the sequel to Alien. So it was originally titled just Prometheus 2, and then they changed it to Alien Covenant after that, after credit scene in Prometheus. So I hope that in this movie they do make the xenomorphs very prominent, because they have a great, obviously from the pictures, they have a great setting to bring back that original vibe. And this everything, like that cockpit and everything, it really looks really cool, and really the lighting on it is brilliant. It looks so true to the original, and I really hope that it's a true Alien sequel and not just a Prometheus with maybe an occasional xenomorph. And I hope this one makes sense too. Does anyone want to talk about this image or Alien Covenant first or second?
Yeah, I want to. I really hope for this Prometheus sequel that it does feel more like the Alien franchise. Prometheus, it has some good stuff in it, but it's just, I feel like it was mostly fan service to tell like what happened before Alien and all that stuff, and it really didn't answer any questions that they gave us in the trailers and stuff, like, oh, where did this ship come from that was in Aliens or something like that. Hopefully this does answer some of those questions and better ties the two franchises together.
Yeah, definitely. Like, honestly, though, I'm pretty confused on this since it is being said that it's a sequel to Prometheus and Alien at the same time because you do have Michael Fassbender again playing the AI role, which I understand since AIs don't age and stuff. And then you have Sigourney Weaver back again into the franchise. And then I believe that Numi Rapace, the actress from Prometheus, is also back into this, which really doesn't make sense since Prometheus happened a long time before Alien did. So honestly, I just hope like all that is explained pretty darn well in the film. But then you got Ridley Scott doing Alien again, and he hasn't done an Alien film since the original, which is the best to this date and stuff. So it's pretty exciting to see Ridley Scott back, even though he's made some crappy movies in recent years. The Martian was pretty good, so if he continues his streak so far, I'm very excited for this, and it's just kind of funny to see Danny McBride in there and Alien and stuff. So we'll just see
That,
how it
that who
turns
it
out.
is?
Yeah, that's Danny McBride.
Oh, dude, this is okay. That's kind of weird. I guess he's just gonna show off different sides of his acting chops then. Better be good.
Yeah, I believe he's playing like the captain of the ship, and then there's another picture with him wearing like a cowboy hat, so he's gonna be kind of like a space cowboy. So I'm not sure if they're trying to go for like a comedic take on his character or trying to make him more serious, but Danny McBride is actually a pretty good actor. Like, I know most people know him for like comedy and stuff, and that's the thing with most like actors who do strictly comedy. It's like you really don't realize how good of an actor they are until you put them in a drama film. And so I believe Danny McBride is actually a pretty good actor, and he's probably gonna knock it out of the park in this movie and stuff, and try to get like his name out there outside of like just comedy and stuff, and maybe he'll start getting more like different roles and stuff.
I just hope he does a Land of the Lost scene. Hopefully, going down like the space
That would be funny.
river or something. Yes, please. All right, so let's move on to the next image. This one's pretty cool too. And we see Ridley Scott, and then I may be wrong, but this looks like the girl from Prometheus.
Sigourney Weaver.
Wait, that's
Sigourney.
That's not Sigourney Weaver.
That's Sigourney Weaver.
Dude, that doesn't even look like her in this picture. What?
That's Sigourney Weaver, dude.
Oh. Well, okay, wow, she looks really young. Okay. Okay. Kudos to you, Sigourney Weaver. You'll still look like you're 30-something. I don't know. Alright, well, that's a cool picture then. And it looks like they have those frickin' Halloween Horror Nights pieces of plastic hanging down or something. I don't know. Anyone want to talk about this image? It looks cool. Nobody? Okay, awesome. You guys sure are talkative. Alright. Well, looks like that's it for production images. Looks great. Honestly, everything looks nice, and it looks like horror is still staying alive with some pretty good franchises. I don't have any more topics that we have written down. Would anybody like to talk about anything that they've been thinking of or something? I don't know. Nope. Alrighty. Okay, we're gonna get into questions. Right now, if anybody's watching right now, please leave your questions in the comments, and we would like to strictly keep that to horror related. Something that has to do with horror, or something scary. I don't know. And just about films or about TV shows or anything outside the haunt community. So yeah, ask those right now. We have one question on Twitter, and that comes from Haunt Justin12 or Justine at Justin Schwogel at HHN Squad. What's your guys' opinion on the new Blair Witch film coming out in September? It's a big turnaround. It's crazy. I'm excited. It's probably something that I'm going to have to wait to watch in broad daylight in the comfort of my own home because it looks terrifying. And anybody else opinions? Blair Witch.
I'm pretty excited, but I'm pretty scared at the same time. Like I said, the original Blair Witch is a movie that really gets under your skin, and it's really like if you look at it, it's not a movie that has a lot of like horror, like creepy stuff like coming at you. Like you don't really see the witch at all in the film and stuff, and like the overall aspect and like the overall tone of the movie is just it's freaking creepy and stuff. And if they can redo that in this movie, it's gonna be a very like scary movie to actually watch in theaters.
I just hope they don't do some CGI like Dark Mist, Paranormal Activity stuff.
Yeah, same here.
No. I do like how they're doing a modern take on it with like the drones and GoPros and stuff like that. I thought that was kind of a cool addition. Even though it did kind of seem a part of the scary part of Blair Witch was being so condensed with one camera and having it such low quality, and that made you really in the moment, I guess you could say, which makes the found footage style of films just so real. Okay, Clarence, Champ, or Gage, you want to talk about Blair Witch? Just your final statements on that?
I'll let anyone else go first.
Clarence, Gage? Alright, well, I don't know where they are right now, but yeah, so
I'm excited for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
yep, same with me. Let's see if we have any questions on YouTube, and then we'll get out of here. I don't know how to. Does anybody else have any questions on YouTube?
Oh man, sorry, I was trying to figure something out right now.
Oh, okay. Well, just tell us your final thoughts on Blair Witch.
I mean, like I said, I can't wait for it. I just, if you guys want, I'm probably gonna go on September 16th because that'll be opening night of Halloween Horror Nights. I might go see that like before Halloween Horror Nights starts. Might see like early day, but yeah, hopefully it's as good as the trailer shows it is. I'm sure it will be, but yeah.
Nice. All right. Does anybody on the YouTube live stream right now that could get some questions for us? Because I'm not on there and I can't get to it.
Ghostbusters 2 is probably gonna happen at this point. You guys have anything to say about that?
Wait, what?
Ghostbusters 2 is pretty much at this point kind of confirmed to be happening, so they're gonna have like a sequel to the one we just had.
Oh, well, that's kind of sad, but okay.
Oh, I do have a question.
Okay.
So this is not like really horror related, but what do you guys think of the movie Nerve? Like the trailers for it. What do you guys think of it? Do you guys think it'll be good or what?
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool concept.
I want to go see it. I didn't know what you guys think of the movie. I think it looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. It's another one of those Purge movies where it has a good concept, but probably might not be the best writing.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any questions on YouTube?
Looks like there's one. What do you think about 31?
Oh, Rob Zombies. Yeah, someone else talk about that first.
I'm kind of mixed about 31, to be honest. Like Rob Zombie, like let's talk honestly, he's not the best director out there. Like he's a pretty good musician. I enjoy his music, but most of his movies are pretty much crap. Like House of a Thousand Corpses is pretty cool and stuff, but it's still not a good movie. And then like the Halloween movies are just absolute garbage, and so is Devil's Rejects and stuff. But 31 just looks kind of like how we were talking about like Saw 8, that it's just a bloody good time and stuff. So that's what I'm expecting from 31, for it just to be like bloody and stuff, and like it can be a fun movie. I'm not really expecting it to be like Citizen Kane or anything. So that's basically what I think about 31.
I think Saw kind of has an upper hand on that, though. They can make these bloody, just fun time movies because they have a cult following.
Out environmental scanner to search the area. Perimeter looks calm, for now.
What's that, Gage?
Sorry, I'm playing a game.
Oh, okay. All right. Anybody else have any comments on 31? No. All right. So if that's the rest, if those are the only comments that we have, then I guess we're gonna go ahead and close out of this. Thank you for watching this first episode of Horror Roundup podcast. I would like to encourage you guys to follow us on Twitter at HHN Squad, and also our newly created HHN Squad Instagram, which is run by Gage. And yeah, so go follow those two accounts so you can get the quickest updates and you don't have to wait for our podcasts or our videos. We're going to try to get some more specialty videos out to you guys within the next few weeks, hopefully. And yeah, so I'm excited to see these upcoming movies and TV shows. So yeah, thank you again for watching, and we will see you in the next podcast or specialty video. And this is HHN Squad.
Also, before we close out, I just want to go ahead and say that recently I uploaded the first Updating the Fear podcast to iTunes, so you can now listen to HHN Squad on iTunes, and more of these podcasts will go ahead and follow, so you can now go ahead and check out HHN Squad on iTunes, which is really cool in my opinion. So go ahead and do that, guys.
Yeah.
I just want to say too, my first video of my special series hopefully will be out within the next few days. I'm recording it right now, so it'll be out soon.
Awesome. Excited to see it. All right. Okay, so I would like to introduce this panel one. I mean, I would like to talk about just. Okay, yeah. Introduce this panel one final time. We have Champ 96 DP. We have Clarence from Nubnuts. We have Gage from Fearing HHN.
Yeah.
And we have Jose from Thrill Seeker Network.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Casey from the PMV Productions. And I encourage you to check out all of our channels. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next podcast. And this is HHN Squad. Bye-bye.